The quitting point comes just before progress accelerates. What's going on, y'all? We back with another video. How y'all doing today? It is a marvelous day. What a time to be alive on this God green earth. We're here to thrive, baby. We are juicing today pineapple, lemons, lime, and we got pears. We're gonna turn this into a little blue drink, a little blue magic. Uh, Family, it's so good to be back before you today. What I want to talk about today is why most people quit before momentum starts. Think about it for a second. Most people quit before they get any traction. And then they say to themselves, oh, it didn't work out. Oh, I wasn't good enough. No, you quit on yourself. You quit on the team. Right before things was about to, right before God said, I'm about to give him the keys to the kingdom. You said, nah, I'm not worthy. You bagged out. You forgot just how great you are. You let yourself down. Why you do that? Why do we do that? That's not good, man. A lot of times we say to ourselves, "Oh man, I don't see how they making this work. Oh, the hype is too good to be true." Nah, ain't none of that's true. Don't get me wrong. Is the going gonna get tough sometimes? Absolutely. But you better bet your bottom dollar that you played a part in that. I don't care which way you want to frame it. You played a part in that. Whether you have did the research and you didn't put your best foot forward with that, or you waited till the last minute, you was procrastinating and then were expecting different results. Sometimes we do that to ourselves. But why? Why do we do that? We want somebody else to pick up the slack. It's not what God wants. God said, hey, you got this vision, I'm going to give you the keys to the kingdom, but you got to put it in a little work. Yep. See, what we're not going to do is just expect for me to do all the heavy lifting. That's what we're not going to do, right? God said, I'm tired of this. I'll give you anything that you desire. But you got to work for this. So take late nights, early mornings, and you got to keep your vision at the forefront of your mind. You can't get stagnant when the going gets rough and you like, I'm just, this ain't for me no more. We switch from thing to thing, from thing to thing, from thing to thing, and we expect different results to happen. God, like, when you gonna sit your tail down and just do what I want you to do and what you was called to do? We run away from that. We shy away from it because we don't want no smoke. God, like, I'm with all the smoke. I'm willing to have you sit 20 plus years until you figure it out. Right? But when you gonna figure out just how powerful you are? You God in the flesh. You made in his image. You co-created with him. Some of y'all think about this big mythical figure in the heavens that's gonna come down and just open up the heaven ways and cast you down to hell and just make you feel like you're a superior, you're less than. I'm not saying you're God. I'm not saying that you are. And this is gonna open up a can of worms, right? Hear me out. What I'm saying is, we were made in his image. When Adam and Eve was cast out of the garden, when they had the little green fig on, he said, what happened to what happened to the leaf? He said, oh, they see like us now. Think about that for a second. What does that mean to you? How does that resonate with you? Look, people, all I'm saying is this realm that we in, this universe, man, it's so unique when you sit down and study it. It goes deep. That same thing that creates plants, that allows plants to generate seeds to germinate, from babies to go from conception to from a sperm to an embryo to, go full term. That's us. The ether, physics, all that. That's God. You have that same power to create. But we so stuck in the material, we forget how powerful our mind is. This thing right here, your mind, your brain, is a computer. What is your operating system? Are you still operating like it's 95? Or are you more so the mindset like, hey, let me get with this program because I'm not trying to get left behind? Are you giving yourself the new material? Because a lot of times we do have everything that's right in front of us. We just refuse. We just refuse. Sorry, y'all. I'm doing this blue spirulina because last time I used it, it got all clumpy. So what I'm doing is just adding a little bit to this first go round, and then going to continue to add the juice to it as we got more juice coming out. So yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all got to use ChatGPT. I asked Chat, how can I not get it to be so clumpy? And it told me exactly what to do, and it worked. So y'all better start using. And with that being said, I just lost my train of thought. All in all, what I'm saying is, just go be great. Know how great that you are. You was put here to do something. And are you doing it? Or are you creating somebody else's dream? Don't get me wrong. Everybody ain't meant to be a boss, an entrepreneur, but you have some way to contribute to the overall grand society. And how are you doing that? Ask yourself. As I look back on my life, what is my biggest contribution? What can I look back and I'm going to be known for from the masses? You got to ask yourself that. I know what I did. I know what I'm doing. Document the journey. You want to look back, like I'm going to look back a year from now and be like, man, this is a crazy wild ride. You know, I recently had a family member die, and you know, the world is just so jacked up, man. You think your stuff is bad, but when you look at somebody else's situation or you hear about somebody else, you're like, man, dang, they going through it. So just be mindful of what you got and what's going on with you, because there's always going to be someone with a situation that's worse than yours. So be grateful. You know, the life that you have, the family that you have around you, because I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 you blessed. I don't care which way you look at it. There's somebody, you know, you worried about your shoes. There's somebody that ain't got no shoes. You worried about, you know, walking. It's somebody that can't walk. You worried about X, Y, and Z. Like, just know it's somebody else that wish they had your situation. So just be mindful of that. You got to stop misreading slow progress. You thinking, oh man, I ain't got no new likes. I don't have no views on this video. I can't get nobody to buy the product. No, all that's saying is keep refining. I need you to work a little bit harder on your packaging, on your delivery of your message. You was meant to be great, but God saying, I'm not gonna give it to you off just the first try. Because if I give you the keys to the kingdom, how do I know you gonna come back? You gonna continue to do the work? How I know you ain't gonna start power tripping on me, right? That's what God like. So you gotta hang in there and do the work, people. Nothing is guaranteed, and you should want to be great. You should want to go through the iterations. Here it is. You know, I'm recording on my iPhone, so a lot of times, like my video from yesterday, just cut off because I didn't go through and save it ahead of time, clear off some space on my phone. So what I did was I ordered an external hard drive a long time ago. So what I did, I finally broke it out, and I've been slowly adding pictures from over the years. I got pictures going back from, you know, pretty much college. So what I did was I went through and I was just looking at the progress that I've made in my life. I was looking back at drunk photos of me. I was like, nope, delete. I don't even want to see this because I'm not that person no more. But it's the progress that I look forward to seeing, because it's just like, wow, I really put in this work on myself. But if I could have took a picture back then, if I would have had a photo of me today for the person I was back then, I wouldn't have believed it. But I had to go through the fire, and now I can make the compare and contrast of, man, I really leveled up my life. So a lot of times you got to take a self-inventory and archive the progress, documentation, because it's real. It's certainly real. You got to ask yourself, who am I? What am I becoming? And where am I going? And a lot of times that's not easy to do, right? It's really not. But if you stay consistent and just a little bit at a time, every day, slowly but surely, you'll start to have an archive of your journey to where somebody want to do a documentary on you, in your latter years or when you're not on this earth, whether it be a family member or, some publication, they can go back and access the archives. And they can be like, man, this person lived a remarkable life. They didn't hold back on their gifts and their contributions to the world. So I always want you to be like this. How can I get better daily? Don't forget to pray. Prayer is the most important thing. If you're not praying, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? You got to have some type of reverence and communion with God every day. Because this thing of ours called life is so precious. It's so precious. And it can be just going like that. My family member woke up. He died at his house. He told his wife, I don't feel good. And she said, well, you need to go to the hospital. She came back in the room. He was dead. His mouth was hanging out. Not his mouth. His tongue was hanging out of his mouth, and it was blue. It took him to the hospital. He was gone. So, with that being said, you don't know when your last day, your last hours on this earth is going to be. But you got to make it count. You got to make it count. What will happen? And you got to set yourself up for success. What's going to happen when you leave this earth and you didn't prepare? You didn't leave something for your family to bury you. I mean, we're not even going to talk about assets and, things of that nature, big money. We're talking about just a regular life insurance policy so that they can bury you. We don't even do that. So, or on the flip side, you talk about the people who are waiting on their family to die just so that they can get a little bit of money. What? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, you waiting for your dad, your mom, your sister, your brother, your rich uncle to die just so that you can get the benefits of the hard work that they put forward and decided to leave you with and bless you with. Like, how selfish is that? When all this time, you could have been putting in the work on yourself. And you could have been preparing your own self for what you got going on. But yet, you want to wait for somebody to die. How messed up is that? And believe me, it happens more often than you think. A lot of people won't admit that, but it's true, though. It's so true. And, now that I got, like, a family of my own, I just want my girls to be set up for success. My wife, so that in the event that I'm ever to depart this, no, not in the event, when I depart this earth, whenever that shall be, whether I'm 103 versus if I die next week or tomorrow, they set up for success. All they got to do is just contact the right people. My will is in place. My life insurance policy is in place. My assets are set up. All they got to do is plug and play and figure out where they need to be to reap the benefits of what I put forward for them. That's all I'm saying. You got to stay long enough to win. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you got to put 10,000 hours in, 10,000 reps in. You got to stay the course to win for the long term. Stop thinking like this ain't the microwave generation. This is just society as a whole. Like, everybody just wants things to be handed to them on a platter. And want to say, oh, you did this? Okay, show me how to do this. I'll pay you extra. Like, you can't skip the steps. You can't expect the same outcome. That person did it already, and you expect just to pay for the course, and then it's going to catapult you. Yes, I'm saying that to say this. Yes, certain information can help you sidestep and, move about so that you don't really get hit with the same setbacks that they did. But don't expect the same result. You still going to go through your trials and tribulations. Let's make no mistake about that. That's real. You got to have patience with yourself. Be patient. You're your biggest asset. Act like it. Cherish it. Perfect it. Worship it. Believe in yourself like you believe in God. A lot of y'all go to church. This kills me, man. A lot of y'all go to church every Sunday. And y'all just like, oh, man, won't he do it? Motherfucker, you do it. You do it. God say take action. Faith without works is dead, people. It's dead. What are you aspiring to be? How you going to get there? Do the work. Be, do, have. It'll all work out. It will all work out in the end, as long as you're trying to work it out. Stop looking for the handout. Stop looking for the easy way out. All I'm saying is this. Most people quit before they gain momentum. Don't quit on yourself. Because momentum and opportunity is on the opposite side of fear. All you got to do is walk through that door or jump over the wall. Run through that wall like you're going to save somebody. Go save yourself, because ain't nobody coming to save you. Know that. Know that. Ain't nobody coming to save you. So who's going to save you? Are you going to save yourself? Because listen to me. I'm not waiting on nobody. Big Brother, Uncle Sam, God, nobody. I'm betting on Tice. TB. You better know that. You better know that. Whipping it up every day in the kitchen. I'm going in the lab every day. Betting on myself. I'm my own scientist, my own doctor. I'm figuring out who I am. I'm working on myself. I don't need nobody to tell me what I got going on, right? Because I'm me. I'm him. Let's get a taste test in, because this is what we do. Y'all know how we do it. Look at that. Now that's blue Gatorade right there. We'll do it on the tenderism dude's sake. He gets to throw in his glasses. Woo! Eat and drink more life. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. All I'm saying is, you got 24 hours in a day. How are you using it? How are you gauging your time? Be the best version of yourself. Become undeniable. Keep showing up. Keep putting in the reps. And see where you will get. See where you will be. In a week. In a month. In a year. Keep putting in the reps. Bet on yourself. I love y'all. If y'all get anything from this video, take what you want, leave what you don't. But you rocking. It's February. I love this. I love this. Thank y'all for being part of my squad. And I'll see you on the next one.